Hi everyone, Cosmic Mango here, your favorite mango from outer space. I hope you're all doing well today. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a budget pickup guide for Krenko Mob Boss, the ultimate Goblin Commander. And I'm going to be helping you build this commander on the cheaper side, without having to break your wallet. Okay, let's get into the list. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. I'm going to start off with showing you what Krenko does. So Krenko is a legendary Goblin Warrior who costs 2 red and 2 colorless mana to cast. He says the following. For tap, put X 1/1 red Goblin creature tokens onto the battlefield where X is the number of goblins you control. He has 3 power and he has 3 toughness. So the basic idea of Krenko is we are going to go the Goblin tribal route and flood the board as fast as possible with goblins. Then use Krenko's ability to quickly increase the number of goblins and destroy our opponent's life totals left, right and center. We're going to swing, we're going to have loads of things in the battlefield that trigger when goblins enter to deal damage to each opponent. It's a lot of fun. So that's the basics on Krenko. Let's now get into the list for the budget pickup guide. I'm going to start off with the instant and sorceries. Brightstone Ritual. An instant spell that costs 1 red mana to cast and says the following. Add 1 red to your mana pool for each goblin on the battlefield. This mana spell is incredible in a goblin tribal deck. You will ramp at a very fast pace with this. You're running loads of goblins, so this card can do some serious work. It's also at instant speed, which is amazing. You can buy this card for around $1.60. Goblin Warstrike. A sorcery spell that costs 1 red mana to cast, and it says the following. Goblin Warstrike deals damage equal to the number of goblins you control to target player. This card is a fantastic finisher. If you manage to stack up a load of goblins on your board, you can pay just 1 mana and take out a player. Imagine having like 20 goblins and then casting this. It's going to really hurt. You can buy this card for around $1.20. Krenko's Command. A sorcery spell that costs 1 red and 1 colorless mana to cast, and it says the following. Put 2 1/1 red goblin creature tokens onto the battlefield. Sweet and simple. Pay 2 mana to make 2 goblins. The more goblins we have, the better, as Krenko can double up all the goblins we have later on. You can buy this card for around 25 cents. So, let's now move on to the next stage of the video. Let's discuss the creatures I would recommend for a Krenko deck that you can buy on a budget. Goblin Warchief. A Goblin Warrior that costs 2 red and 1 colorless mana to cast. It says the following. Goblin spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Goblins you control have haste. This beauty of a card will give all our goblins haste, meaning our commander Krenko can activate its tap ability as soon as it enters the battlefield, and all our goblins can swing at rapid speeds with haste. He also lowers the mana cost needed for each goblin spell by 1. And that's pretty damn good, you know. Things can quickly get out of hand, speeding us up to crazy levels. You can buy this card for around 99 cents. Goblin Matron. A goblin that costs 1 red and 2 colorless mana to cast. It says the following. When Goblin Matron enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a goblin card. Reveal that card, put it into your hand. Then shuffle your library. So we cast this little dude, get a 1/1 body for blocking or attacking. He's also a goblin, so that's pretty cool. And we also get to tutor for our best goblin creature in the deck. Very, very versatile card, and you can buy it for around 90 cents. Goblin Chirurgeon. Goblin Chirurgeon? However that word is pronounced. I probably sound really stupid right now. But anyway, it's a goblin spell that costs 1 red mana to cast and says the following. Sacrifice a goblin, regenerate target creature. This card is going to be amazing at keeping our favorite goblins alive, as we can just sacrifice a little goblin token to save a better goblin. We can use this to protect our commander Krenko as well, which is pretty cool. The activation cost is only 0 mana, but obviously you do have to sacrifice a goblin for the additional cost, but it's amazing value here, and you can buy it for around 25 cents. Hopefully you can actually pronounce the card better than I can as well. Witty Roast Master. A devil citizen creature that costs 1 red and 2 colorless mana to cast. It says the following. Alliance. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Witty Roast Master deals 1 damage to each opponent. So first off, this actually isn't a goblin, but that's fine because it's a very, very good card. This creature is amazing in a Krenko deck. We are spamming so many little goblins onto the board, and for each one that enters, if we control Roast Master, we can deal 1 damage to each opponent. This makes Krenko's activation ability totally terrifying. You will burn people's life totals down so fast with this card. And you can buy it for around 25 cents. Okay, now let's discuss the enchantments. Goblin Bombardment. An enchantment spell that costs 1 red and 1 colorless mana to cast. It says the following. Sacrifice a creature. Goblin Bombardment deals 1 damage to any target. This is an old school card. I'm sure a lot of you probably have a Goblin Bombardment laying around somewhere. But anyway, it's a very versatile card that can really pack a punch. You can use it in so many ways, ping opponents' creatures or ping opponents' life totals, hold it up as a political weapon, scaring people away from doing things to you. It's great. Goblin Bombardment never really disappoints, and you can buy it for around $2. Quest for the Goblin Lord. A red enchantment that costs 1 red mana to cast, and it says the following. Whenever a goblin enters the battlefield under your control, you may put a quest counter on Quest for the Goblin Lord. As long as the Quest of the Goblin Lord has 5 or more quest counters on it, creatures you control get +2/+0. Get this out early and you will very quickly get this to 5 quest counters, then all your goblins are buffed, +2/+2, making them really hurt with each swing. For just 1 mana, I think this card is amazing. If you're playing loads of goblins anyway in a Krenko deck, so why not add this to the deck? It only costs 1 mana, it's amazing. You can buy it for around 99 cents. So that's the enchantments. Now let's talk about the artifacts. Patriots Seal. An artifact spell that costs 3 colorless mana to cast, and it says the following. For tap, add 1 mana of any color. For 1 and tap, untap target legendary creature you control. This card is a monster in a Krenko deck, as we can use it to untap Krenko to activate his ability again. It's nuts. Imagine having an Impact Tremors and a Perforce on the board. This is like best case scenario, by the way. And then spamming Goblin's Trice on 1 turn with Krenko's activation, because we've got the artifact that lets us untap him to then tap him again. You will melt life totals down so fast. You can buy this card for around $2.80. It's a little bit pricey, but believe me, this card is very strong and totally worth it. Hall of Triumph. An artifact spell that costs 3 colorless mana to cast and says the following. As Hall of Triumph enters the battlefield, choose a color. Creatures you control of the chosen color get +1/+1. We're going to choose red, and all our red goblins are going to get bigger. +1/+1, every goblin is huge, especially in the Krenko deck. Cool thing is, the goblins Krenko creates are red as well. So suddenly all those 1/1s, he's making now 2/2s, which is pretty scary. You can buy this card for around 60 cents. So yes, I hope you enjoyed my list. That is now the end of my list, by the way. Krenko certainly is a fantastic commander with a massive power scale. He's good. He's very strong. Please leave a comment on what you think of the cards I've chosen. It's always fun to chat with you in the comments. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you did enjoy this video. Thanks so much for watching, and bye-bye.